"Whatcha making?" a squeaky voice asked behind him. Crald whirled. It came from a young, tiny gnome with wild, dawn-pink hair and eyes that were the same vibrant blue as the waters in Booty Bay. He scowled at her, not answering. "Well, what is it?" she asked, pointing to what was in his hand for good measure. Her broad grin never wavered. Clearly, she wasn't going to leave. "A weapon?" he said begrudgingly, then turned away. "Doesn't look like much of a weapon," she said doubtfully. He snarled as he faced her again. She was leaning over to get a better look, her chin held in one hand while there was a calculating, thoughtful look in her eyes. She was still annoyingly unperturbed by his display of anger. Standing up straight again, her grin came back as she hit the palm of one hand with the fist of the other. "I know. I'll help you. I've invented loads of things." Crald snorted at this. "Oh, yeah? Like what?" he asked before he thought better of it. Her eyes brightened and she hopped up and down with excitement. "I'll show you." She dashed forward and grabbed the pointer finger of his empty hand. "Hey," he said, stumbling forward as she pulled him. She was surprisingly strong for someone so small. "Come on," she squeaked, dragging him toward the back of Booty Bay. It was all he could do to dodge timbers, as she kept him just off balance enough that he couldn't get his feet under him. "Name's Fixza. What's yours?" she shouted as she ran. The little urchin didn't even have the decency to be out of breath. "Crald," he panted past the stitch forming in his side. "Nice to meet ya, Crald," she said, adding a little skip of excitement to her run. "I think we're going to be great friends." Crald grimaced and certainly hoped not. The quicker he could get away from this gnome, the better. The first chance he got, he'd make a more dignified run for it and never look back. He just hoped Booty Bay was big enough that he'd never run into her again. Thanks for listening, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or night.